So, good evening, everyone. Today we are here for the first retrospective meeting for the June month. The sprint started on 5th of June and last year 16th of June. Before we start the meeting, let's recap the things we discussed in our last retrospective meeting. In the last sprint review meeting, we discussed to have a mechanism for QA releases, mechanism for read the liquid sheets, plan a cutover for the sprint, and finally creating a test server in order to secure our main Heroku server tokens. So that's all about our last sprint summary, and now let's jump into this sprint. Quick overview of each project and their achievements. So first project is Bungalows project. Pinepa, can you please tell us which things went smoothly in this sprint and which didn't?
Sure, Kanchana.
And also please share your screen and show us the burn down chart as well.
Okay, Kanchana. So hello everyone. So the milestone for this project were to in the front end, the property details page, our collection, about us, contact us pages, and the calendar search, and also the search sections for the inner pages, and to dynamic them. And in the back end, it was basically to complete all the rates related components and like the rates type, rates tab, and also the rate search in the dashboard, and also to start on with the inquiry manager. And for the designer, he had to finish all the updates for the web and the mobile mocks, and also to release them. And as for me, I had to complete the wireframe and also to do the backend and the front end QS. So what went well was that I was able to send the wireframe with all the updates to the clients, and also I was able to do the backend QA process, and also as for the backend, Avishka was able to complete all the rates related components and release them for QA, and for the front end, the contact us page, about us pages, and our collection pages were released for QA. So let me share the rundown chart. So this is the burn down chart for the fourth sprint of Bungalows project.
So
there's plenty of more tasks to be completed, no?
Yes.
This is out of. Can you show me the task list? How many are in progress now?
In progress,
4 issues.
Yeah.
4 issues. So the code review has 9 issues. QA ready was given today, is it? We couldn't finish it.
This
QA ready 3 tasks.
These are mainly wanted by Kanchani, and we didn't have time to do.
Okay. These are what are these mocks, Kanchan?
Mobile mocks. They're sharing confirming that he finished the mocks yet. I'll check it out once he releases it.
Okay. Dinusha, now have we finished all the mocks for bungalows?
He was able to finish the web mock.
Okay.
And we sent it to the client yesterday, and we got a feedback from him.
Yeah. What was the feedback?
He needed to do.
He asked more.
No, slight changes.
Slight changes. Okay. Right here. So code reviews. This time, I think I couldn't finish those code reviews. I will check the code reviews and get back to you. The code reviews, can't we have like two people associated, like a peer level review?
Yes, we can.
I then peer review එකක් දාගත්තා නම් I think that's better. No?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So how many more to start? What are the even not started project items?
The canvas.
Just two.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Avishkar's task also there? Whose tasks
No.
are pending now?
No, he only got to do the part one of
progress?
the financial. No, it's just the part one. We have breakdown into part one and two now. Hello?
Whatever finish evaluated Kanchani, you all can even do it today or even get prepared for the Monday. And make sure try to squeeze as much as you can, and because otherwise we'll go over the time now.
Yeah.
Right. So make sure that the whole full timeline is not affected. If we are to push more hours in the next sprint, make sure everybody put more hours and finish it off. Okay.
Sure, sir. We'll check it out.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I think Adrian, I just read Adrian's email. He has praised the mocks now. So very good. So he has told overall super design and layout. So good job on that. The layout and the wireframing, very good on there. I mean, that had how many pages? About 32 pages are there, no?
Yeah,
that's quite
32.
Quite a big wireframe and a design. Okay, that's fine. I think we learned quite a lot on the order flow, isn't it, Kanchani? How to get it optimized and that flow of, especially in the unit booking process. So that's good. Okay, so we'll continue on that.
So Pinika, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel this sprint went well?
About like 6. It's quite good, better than last one.
Okay. So now, if you whoever the sprint review, Kanchani, whatever the flags need to be added, they need to cover in the next sprint, no? Whoever couldn't finish. When you're deciding the next sprint, make sure that we don't oversee QA process, the time to be evaluated, as well as give more, like get more confirmation from the developers. Whatever they commit, they can do it, right?
Okay.
Okay, right, okay. We'll continue.
Next, Irisha, could you please give us a brief about your project?
Sure, Kanchani. The WA project has almost done now. All tasks are done. We'll share this. On the front-end QA fixes, one issue has remaining discussed with Sir. Prabhataya has fix it.
This is a pop-up issue, is it?
Pop-up issue and menu bar, navigation bar issue and sliding
issues.
The navigation bar issue, which means when we enter the fixed of class to the navigation bar, it will fix to the corners also, which means the content issue I get, I tried to find the solution for it, but I couldn't.
Okay.
But
So
later
try to
I-
see,
Sure.
and yeah, it's in our normal meeting. Let's try to review what
Sure.
exactly happening there and
Sure.
try to fix it.
Okay.
Or how about the page component, Irusha? Now, is it complete now? Can we create new pages? That can be done. Irusha, you're on mute. Irusha?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Page component has done by Lasika yesterday, but sir, QA, it's remaining to QA to me.
Ah.
Page component.
You didn't have enough time, or have we not added the QA time for the sprint?
No, sir. Time has not added to this sprint. Page component has pending task.
Right. Okay. Review that also for the
Page
next
component.
sprint.
This task
Review that for
added
the next sprint.
Lasika by me. Hello.
Can now for next sprint, Kanchani review it with Irusha
Okay.
and make sure all the QA time is also logged. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay. And we need to review Kanchani the PM's QA time also. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Next is
Now showing the breakdown charts.
this has
Can
the
you
issue,
see this?
ne, Kanchani?
Penipa,
Sir, what
sorry,
task
Irusha,
had
can you change the estimation field into time or original estimate?
Yes, considering new task added by the Lasika yesterday, he has
No, just in the estimation field, you select the story points, just change that filter to time, or can you just click on the field estimation?
Just drop down the estimated field drop down on the top. Yeah.
Select
Change
the
it
issue
to
count.
time.
Yeah, time.
I think that's the one, Kanchan, you know,
Yeah,
issue count
issue count or time both works.
works, is it right? Okay. So that's the one you need to show. We added last minute issues yesterday, is it?
We added
Yes,
the task
sir.
to the page component yesterday.
One task has added the yesterday by Lasika page component.
Okay. Right. Okay. It's almost there. The burn down is good, but the burn down is not in a diagonal manner, Kanchani.
Sorry, sir.
Maybe we are getting a echo from Irusha. Irusha, put up mute karna.
Sorry, sir.
We are getting echoing from your end. Headset එක ගහලා දෙන්න.
No, sir.
ඒ හින්දා දන්නේ අපිට එනවා පිටින්. Kanchani, can you see most of the task has been completed in the first day? Now better.
Yeah, that's because I told that previously because Irusha added most of the unwanted tasks from the previous sprint to this sprint. That's why.
Okay. I think then the sprint planning must have be better. So in the next sprint, just review before you start. Any junior PM starts the sprint, make sure you review it. Okay.
Sure.
And I think in this also the last minute QA must be showing in the last 4 tasks, no?
Yeah.
It's going down very quickly.
Yeah.
So this should be like in a proper manner, it should go down. Let's not make it last moment. Should nicely go down the total number of points. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. Next. So now, are we ready to go live, or where are we now after fixing the front end issue? Have the client given all the details?
Some contents are pending, sir.
Right. Have they given kind of a timeline? Did they tell
No,
that they'll give it on? So I think we'll have to, Kanchani, before doing any further development, we should inform the client that we have completed,
Okay.
and till the remaining content is given, that we will be holding the devs. No? Otherwise, no point keeping it for the next sprint also. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finish whatever the remaining small tasks. Just keep it aside. Once done, commit it and keep it. And make sure y'all follow the client and somehow get the content. If they don't give the content, tell them that we can't keep the team. So once they are ready, we will again take another sprint and do it. Something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Right, Irusha? You call them and properly inform them. May communicate
Okay,
it properly.
I inform in by
Let's
email.
not. Okay. No, I think you'll call them first and see how soon they can get you the data. Else, Kanchani, we can utilize this team for the other projects, no?
Yeah.
Hurry,
Okay.
release the team. Release the team. If there's one or two existing tasks, we can complete them in the next sprint. But let's not take more work on that. Okay, till they give all the data.
Okay, sir.
Right. Next.
Irusha, is there anything to add? Irusha,
Hello.
is there anything to add?
That's all.
Okay. So if I ask the same question on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel this sprint went well?
I get good idea about sprint planning and also get knowledge about task and resource management. I learned to allocate tasks to team members based on their skills and availability. And also, I learned to effectively communicate with clients, keeping them informed the progress and changes on the project.
Okay, Irusha, thank you. Next.
So Irusha, now in every sprint, you have to give us a rating. Okay, out of 10, what do you think this sprint is? What the rate you can give? Okay. So every sprint, every project, basically, Kanchani, we should have kind of a even a presentation ready would be fine, Kanchani, just to make sure that project in that sprint, how we succeed. Okay, Irusha?
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So out of this, now we can give about 9. We haven't complete. The idea about a sprint is whatever, even it's a tiny thing to be completed. If it fails, it fails. So we need to push whatever that needs to happen completed in that sprint. Okay. So we can. It's a good sprint than the previous one, but I want it to be perfect every time, right? So let's make it perfect. All these are small things to be done now. So from next one, when we go to the next project, give us a feedback of the rating. Out of 10, what do you feel? It doesn't have to be exact, but you can give what is your feeling of the project success. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Kanchan.
Next, let's check our Flatter team status. Tarushi, can you please tell us what did you well in this sprint?
Sure, Kanchani. The completion of the project was the milestone for this sprint. But unfortunately, there were a few minor issues, but we were able to almost launch the app. What went well was the introduction of that giver plan method that greatly aided in completing tasks efficiently. Uh, shall I share my screen and show the chat?
Yeah. Also, Kanchani, every project manager should just give us a small snapshot of the project. Otherwise, we also whoever outside would not know
Yeah.
what the project is. Yeah, just show us if you have like a mock out. Like the breakdown is also.
So this is the burn down according to the time, and this is the burn down according to the issue count.
Okay. Still, we have a few pending, is it?
Yes, 3 pendings have and fewer last minute QA. That's why it's and here.
So whatever the sprint, review it and give it to Kanchani. Kanchani has a format, so you can tell where that sprint has gone wrong and just mark it there. Overall, how is the app now? Is it smooth?
Yeah, it's smooth, sir. Yeah, better than sir.
Okay. In the next sprint, always show the app. Okay. This is what we have done. Then the others also get a feeling now. I understand the project, but others don't know. No, they are not involved in the project now.
Yes,
so let's show them what we have done in a 1 minute. To show what are the pages we have done, etc. Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so now have they grown in their Flutter skills, or what is the status over there now?
So I must appreciate that both Chandra and Ramdeep are always available when I ask for the assistance. And Chandra is constantly in a let's do this however mindset, and he's always hardworking as is Ravindu. However, Ravindu encountered an issue wherein he relied heavily on Chanidu's help to complete most of the tasks. So this dependence needs to be addressed since we cannot solely rely on another person also.
Correct.
So yeah.
So Ravindu, when we evaluate Ravindu always have to now come to the speed. Okay. Now I think Ravindu, how many months now? Ravindu, 6 months. More than 6. So try to like whenever we give, perhaps Tarushi, we can give like small mocks, like now when we do the restaurant project, we can give like the UI to him, things like that, so that we gradually build the skills, something like that.
Yes.
Get it? Good. And get the more tough part, more logically competing parts to turn into something like that,
Yeah, yes.
Likewise, we can according to the skill, but we always have to challenge them. Okay, challenge them so that they improve more and more. So I think when we are breaking down the next projects, we can do it like that, so that the juniors juniors don't get too difficult tasks, but they are getting tasks that are challenging enough. Okay.
Okay.
Right. But again, I think they are improving. That's good. The dedication is what we need to improve on this. I think the Flutter team isn't getting any help from me, so they are growing on their own.
Yeah.
So that's another good thing.
Yes.
We will also support the Flutter team with more. I'm trying to get to strengthen the normal department within next 3 months. So we will have enough engineers to support these small teams. Okay.
Okay, so additionally, they both need to improve their task estimation as they took more time than initially estimated to finish a certain task.
Yeah.
Before the start of the sprint. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's something all of the juniors are having a problem with. So basically, it's something they have to come up with. I think I also can't fix that. They have to come and if a sprint fails, we are bringing in a penalization mechanism. So if they continue to fail, unfortunately, they'll have to bear the consequences. So that's the only way I think we can push the team. Darshi. So
Yeah.
the project PM team, what I want is energize them, try to push them as much as y'all can, and if they still can't achieve the goals that we are setting, then we have to get into the rating mechanism where we will put them. So if we have failed the sprint, mark it as a failed sprint. Kanchani, you have to give me like a review for the whole sprint. Send it to me. Then whoever failed the sprint, even it's a one task, doesn't matter. The sprint is failed. The sprint has failed. Okay. So now Thursday evening is the time we need to set up for everybody. So then we are also not rushed, and y'all can communicate internally and even utilize Friday morning. But we are not utilizing Friday daytime, no? Kanchani, we are not allocating time, no? Right. So that Friday is basically a bonus time, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tarushi, always push the team, push it, so that we will land somewhere above the target that we achieve. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Good. I think. How is your journey on the project management? Are you experiencing it better?
I'm very comfortable in this version.
Okay. Right. So let's push more, Kanchani. How we plan the restaurant application and etc. So push, get Tarushi also involved and likely get you. Okay.
Sure. So Tarushi, how do you feel this sprint fell on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this sprint as a 9 because it was went well than the other sprints.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you.
So that's all about the quick overviews of each project. Now in the agenda.
I think we couldn't add the CRM project to this sprint, no,
Yes,
Kanchani?
because
Right, because Kalpa was not
no,
available.
yeah.
That was the reason, right?
Yeah.
So can we, on the next sprint, can we give attention to that also and allocate a proper time for that also? Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
So next in the agenda is the learnings during this sprint. The first presentation will be carried on by Lasika regarding the MongoDB aggregation operations and reusable user manager component. Lasika?
Sure, Kanchani. Let me share my screen.
Sure.
So, hello everyone. So I'm going to explain about how to reuse the user component into a new project. So when you create a new sales app, it will have sign up and the login function already. When you create a new account, the sales already have the user table. That means we don't need to create each and every things. So what we previously did, we modify each and every actions and pages by the sales give us. So with the new user model, I have created that we don't need to modify each and every action and the pages. So this is the new visual image I created. So this is basically the list page. So you can see all the users and search them and delete and add the new user. So when you add a new user, it will redirect to a user page, right? So this is the form that you have seen that when you sign up form, except the user padding. So you can add a new user by here. like this, and it will redirect to again to the user list. And when you go to again edit the user, what we previously did, we just edit like I previously said, we just edit each and every pages and the actions. Let me show that to Excel. So when previous model user manager, we when we click on the user, it will redirect to the account page. We edit that, and also we edit the profile, update profile page, and also the password page, and also their actions, right? So so creating in each and every project, we need to update these three pages every time. So that is so to reduce that, I just created this new page, user page, right? So when we create select a user, it will read it to user page and the with the ID. So except that page, which I share here, this page, I have created a pop-up. So you can simply edit from here the user and change the password as well. So for the coding part, uh, of course, we have the user model. We don't need to create this one because says you it has. And so first thing you have to do when you are using a user component to a new project, first thing you have to do is create a page, one for two pages, for one for list page and the other one for item page, and create two actions, save action and the remove action. For the updating the profile and password, it says already we have that actions, that means update profile action and update password. And so if we go to list page, this is just a list page that we are creating. We retrieve the all the data from the user table and create it in the table, like here, right? So and in the edit part, so I'm getting so first I'm getting as ID as input. So if this there is a ID, I'm catching that. Get this added, and first I'm getting all the users. Then I'm finding my data. This means this this dot ID is the user that have logged in now, right? So I'm getting that also. Then I'm getting if there's a ID, I'm getting that user data, and I'm sending that free data to the front. And if we don't have a user, that means there's no ID in here. So there's no ID here. So that means we are going to add a user. So add user is this one. So I have just used the sign up form, except the super admin one. And to save that, I told you that you have created new actions on this save user. So I'm getting all the data from the form, and then I'm creating a new user. This is something, this is a little bit complex because we are using the same sign up process that you sales using. So we are just modifying it with the super admin. So after we have created it, we fetch the data to new user, and get if the user have new user got registered as UB0 and 1, and it will go to the page. And if it is success, it will redirect to this page as so earlier. So for the edit part, as I told you, there's ID, right? So you get the ID and find that user. So find user, and then I am getting that user details, like it's retrieving that user data and email. And when I click edit profile, it will show the pop-up. The pop-up is I have created a new pop-up for model. We are using the same model that we are using a model component. I have modified it to a large component, right? So you can either use that one or you can use the same model. So in here, I'm updating that the details with the update profile action, which the sales gives us. In there, we are using ID and the others, and the only difference is we are checking whether we are updating my profile. Like whether I am updating my profile or updating other one. So if I am updating my profile, if I'm checking that whether to do that. If it is, we are updating with the user model with my ID and check then set the values with the updated values. And if it is not, then in else, right? So it will update the user with the input ID and set the updated value. And either way, we get updated user data, and we are passing that again to the user page, and then we assign that into the data and close the model to this. And same goes to the change page, change password. So change password action is also like that, and getting user data and update the user data, user password with the hash, and pass the data to the page. So and one last thing, so according to this, you don't need, because if you use this model, you don't need to have account overview, have edit profile, edit page. You don't need that thing, so that will reduce a lot more, save a lot more time. So and there's one thing so because when you click, we are using either Navba or the sales layout, right? So if you click this one, it will redirect to, usually it goes to the account. So I have modified that into here, the newly created user page with my ID. So it will get as such user that selected ID. So this will edit my file like this, and so that's how you can use the user manager to a new project. So I have created the sales repo as well for this. So I will share it with you so you can use the with your new project. Of course, I am using a Bootstrap 4. So try to change it according to your project designs. It can be Bootstrap 5. So make it sure to change, otherwise it will not work. So that's about the how you can use the user.
Yeah, now this is good since we created a new component. One more thing we need to add here is, Lasika, we need to bring in the user permission components also. We have keep both as one single component, and just drag and drop like the pages and the actions we have done. just compile it into a folder where we can put it to any project. So let's summarize that in the next sprint, Kanchani. If we can connect the user permission module also to this, and that way then we can assign permissions also, no, Lasika. So that will go hand in hand, and also we can give a direction to remove the existing account pages. So otherwise, if they go to those pages, it will be incorrectly updating now. So avoid that, we can remove those pages. So perhaps we can do a documentation. If you can do a documentation and submit to us, these are the steps to do, and these are the component to be copied, and the pages, and that will be helpful for the future projects, I guess.
Sure.
Okay, that's good.
So for my next presentation, Mongo aggregation. So let me show the aggregation that we have from this. So, since we are doing a listed project, there's a requirement that we need to create a report. So the report is like I did flags. So this is the report that we needed. So to get this, we need to get the data from the MongoDB. So to do that, we use MongoDB aggregation. So all the things are same, but the difference is we are getting how we get the data. Like we usually get the data like this, right? Just get the find and get the data from the DB, right? So what we do is when you do MongoDB aggregation, first thing you need to you declare the variables, and then you have to establish the connection with the data store and get that variable, get into a variable and call a specific collection and get that also into a variable. And then you can you need to create a pipeline, right? So when creating pipeline, this is called a stage, right? So in this pipeline, there are 4 stage. So I will simply explain what this is. So in the first stage, we are filtering the data, that how we need the data. So first we are checking the apply date greater than from date, and then the less than to date. And in here, this is the special one because when we use CSJs, we are not doing such a things to get object ID, right? So we just like this, right? We just set that ID with the ID which we are getting from the front, right? So this object ID means that in here we have object, right? So object ID. So this ID will not a string mark. It is just object. So we have to search by that. We have to declare object ID first. So first define it in the beginning, and then you can use it. And then the other we are checking that is status one, and then I am trying to group it as how I can get the data. So first I am grouping it with movie data, apply date and ticket, and then get the sum and the ticket name and all the others, and which in this stage, this is second stage. So second stage group I use, again I am grouping it with the movie ID, and likewise, and I in here I am creating a ticket array, right? So I group it again, and that group data I am again grouping it, right? So get the movie whole data, and I'm creating a data collection array, included the applied ID and the tickets I get. So this is a pipeline that I have created. So in this another one. So after you have created that pipeline, you can using application method, you can pass the pipeline and filter the data and send it as an array to the data variable. We just add here a try catch because there can be error. So we just try catch there. So the main benefit in this, if we do not use this one, let me show that how we try to get that with the sales. So this is how I try to actually try to get the data with the sales. So first I am getting filter the data and get the data from the data table, right? The collection table. I am getting all the data. So there are about 116 data. So I am getting all that data first, and then I am trying to group it. Then I'm mapping it, and again I'm grouping it, and I'm making it, and again grouping it, and again mapping it. And then I'm only getting the ticket and soundbite and do the stuff. So this will take time to get all the data, and also this will again take more time to group that data. So that's why we are using the aggregation function, because we don't need, we are telling that the DB, okay, this is the data what we need, like this order. You don't need all the data. So it will save a lot more time. So that's how you can create an aggregation function. And pretty much everything that we are doing with the sales, when we are getting the with retrieving the data from the DB, like select and sort also. Let me show a thing that I have done. So this is a select one. So we are selecting theater name. Likewise, we can select and also sort the data like as we want. This one is ascending and 0 is descending likewise. So if you think it will be a little difficult, because like I was doing this, I was like, did this, try to do this with 4 times. I tried to do that, or 6 times, I don't remember. So there's easy way you can use that. So you can go to Mogo Compass. There's select your table, and there's aggregation, right? So since we have used this, but we'll see the aggregation. So anyway, in here they show the collections and the documents. So previously I told you that there is stages, right? I told you this is a stage, right? So likewise, we can do the same thing in here, right? So you just need to at this stage, if you need to have more stage, you can just simply add. Then you need to select what you need to do. You count or project that we select. It's just so to group that, I will just I will copy this. So as you see, it will immediately you group it. It will show the data. So when you try to do it here, you have to each and every time run it and console log it and check whether the data is coming correctly. So using the Mongo Compass, you can see the data how it looks like and do the changes quickly. And the best part is you can export this into any language, right? So like Java or Python or anything. So since we are using Node, if you use Node, so you can see this is the exact code that I am here using. So just say you can use Mongo aggregation. So to summarize, first store the connection with the data store and hold the collection. Create the pipeline. You can use either Mongo Compass or you can use by one, and then send pass it to a variable as an array. So that's the way you can use aggregation function. If you want to know how to use that, you can also use MongoDB documentation. They are explaining all the things that how you can use Mongo aggregations. So I hope that you got some understanding about how to use user manager and the aggregation functions. So thank you all for your attention. So I would now hand the meeting to Sanjay.
So that's a good presentation and so what as we spoke, the Mongo queries is a skill that we need to develop in all our developers. So querying the Mongo, how to query, etc. Now, since we are only using the sales queries, sales querying mechanism is called waterline. They are waterline language, rather query method. But it eventually actually does a Mongo query. So what we are going to do is we are running the Mongo native query so that it will be much more effective now. With sales, they have done this database layer where it is database respective the database, it will be running in the same syntax. So you can connect SQL or a NoSQL DB to sales, but still the waterline language will be the same syntax. But when you're using Mongo, we can use the native query. So I think Avishka, and everybody who is coming to backend serious development, everybody have to understand the complex and and it's also very fast. So rather than we running a populate method from the sales waterline, it will be much more faster to run a Mongo native query within the sales. And also, if we are connecting Postgres SQL or any other DB to sales, we can connect any DB. Even a relation database also can be connected. SQL, MySQL, or anything can be connected. We can run native queries according to the DB, so there's no problem. We don't need to use waterline always. Okay. So this is a skill I think we will slowly develop in all the backend developers to use more native queries than the conventional queries we have. But for the front end guys, sometimes using waterline is much more faster to understand. So let's shuffle it accordingly, and with the experience, we'll go deep into the more complex queries. Okay.
So shall we go to the next presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. Next presentation is regarding the bungalows project. Pinipa, now it's your turn. Can you please present us your presentation?
Sure, Kanchini. So hello everyone. I'm gonna demonstrate on the project I and my team currently handling, and on that presentation I'll be sharing how we architecture it and what were the barriers and how we mitigate them. Um, so our client wanted, he actually requested us to build something, build a system to handle the booking and booking related activities for bungalows here in Sri Lanka easily and effectively and also professionally, along with all the promotions and all. So for that, when we kickstart our project, we had several brainstorming sessions with Kanchani and Mr. Yosha before hands on the backend development. And somehow we come up with this this wireframe with 17 components and 100 plus pages. Um, since we're still in the development stage, I use the front-end mockup along with the wireframe and also necessary components from the backend to demonstrate. So what's basically happening here is I'll start with the inquiry manager. So when someone requests an inquiry to book a bungalow, first they'll have to fill this one, and after filling this inquiry, they'll be sent a booking confirmation where they can start on with the booking process. So here, what's the specialty of the system is that we have two booking types. Not only we can book the bungalow via online, but also with the offline. For offline, if we are to add booking via offline, we'll have to fill this GDS page. Then only they can start with the booking. So if I'm to describe it with the mockup, here's how they'll be starting their booking journey, where they'll be sorry. They'll be starting their booking journey when they check the available dates. And when you have available dates for the booking, you'll be notified like this. And if it's not, there'll be a message like this. Then this is how the reservation request will be taking place, where you'll be able to edit the date ranges that you're gonna stay in that certain bungalow, and also when you add dates, and also you can you can add the number of guests that will be staying with you, and also you can you can choose the bungalow basis from this one, and after that one they'll be starting along with the inquiry and the booking. Then finally they'll be sent something like this, that their payment got successful, along with important notes and the cancellation policy, where they they'll be notified that they are not refundable also. That's what's happening there. So that's about the inquiry and the booking process. So let me dive into like the most prominent components over here. So the dashboard is where the client requests that he needs to uh, kind of a brief about the booking summaries and the inquiries and also the revenue generations and all. And also we added something like recent activities so that he don't want to dive into all these pages to see what activities has taken place. And also there's a place for him to see the promotion partner details and also the rates types where he can search the rates added to certain type of property along with the date ranges. So and also next, if I'm to, since I've talked about the rate search, I'll go to property manager. So this is where the client will be able to handle all the property related things, like we'll say if you want to add a new property to his chain, he'll have to add a new how to fill all these tabs. Then only he'll be able to display it in the list view. So basically what's happening in this property details page is that he'll have to give a name to that property and also select which categories. Should I know? The categories here is that he had predefined categories where he'll be categorizing all the bungalows under beach or lagoon bungalows and like that, and also other regions. So he'll have to fill this one, and then he'll have to fill the administrative details regarding that particular property, and also property facts related to that property, like the ones we got the ones we were requested to adverse these things. And also if you want to add images, he can add the images from the image gallery section. And also if he want to add a promotion related to any kind of property, then he'll be able to add it from here. And also the rates thing. So what's happening in the rates is that so this is where the rates come from, over to the front end, where you'll be able to define any kind of rate type. Now, for example, uh, we have two examples as weekday and weekend rate types, and he'll be able to fill these things and save it so that he can create a rate type like this. And after he creating the rate types, he can add rates to the property as well, where we have two defined rate types as from the rate types tab, and we can choose it from weekday, either weekday or weekend rates. And also there's another type where we'll be giving the client to choose whether we're gonna add it with the date range type or either by a pre-calendar. What is the pre-calendar is that from the master data component, we have given a feature for the client so that he could make his own calendar. Like for example, have given an example of an edit of a long weekend calendar for 2023 year. So he can define a calendar from here and get that calendar predefined from the master data over here, so that he could add rates in that particular predefined calendar like this. And the other type is that it's the date range type, where you'll be able to add rates between a certain type of date range. Like we'll say, if I'm gonna add a rate between 6/7 to 6/8, it will be displaying like this. And there's also a feature that if there's an active booking, the delete thread feature, delete thread function will be blocked. So that's what's happening with the rates. So the other modules are like the promotion manager, where you'll be able to add promotions from these promo partners, and also like this. And also there's a place that he could see all the promotions applied for certain type of property from the promo watch. And what's happening in ads manager, that's where the client can be going that client will be able to see all details related to certain types of advertisement and all, and also for the menu manager and the CMS. For the menu manager, this is the menu, and from this particular component, we are adding the menus to this front end. And for the CMS module, it's the page component, where we'll be handling all the page details and page components in our website. So that's basically it. And if I'm to go to the reviews manager, this is where we'll say we select certain type of property, and if we want to review it before we make a reservation, so this is how it's come. But how these overall ratings are coming is that they'll be given a view like this, so that they can questionnaires like this, so they can fill it out and feature and publish them, so that we could see it as like this. So that's the function of the reviews manager. Uh, so uh, so if I'm to talk about the barriers that we had, like for me, when I was wireframing this Bangladesh project, we had like it was like I and Kanchini brainstorm, and we somehow managed to come up with the wireframe. Then we'll send it to Mr. Niroshar so that we could get a confirmation on the wireframe. So before we can send it to the client. Then after confirming that one, send it to the client. Client sometimes tend to kind of doesn't like the views and all. He make requested make changes, and also same goes for the mockups too. So for that one, how we mitigate that one was we had several discussions, phone calls, email communications, and meetings, so that we all can come up with the same idea. So we could move on with the wireframing and also with the mockup designs. And several other things were like. There were few issues when we were developing the backend too, like the rate section that I've explained a while ago was kind of a new to us. So Avishka developed it, and he took much time to develop it, but somehow managed to release it for QA, and we finished with the component. But somehow he took much time to develop it, since it was kind of a complex and new thing. So how we managed to overcome that one was that he spent extra time in developing that one, and also we got the current assistant from Kanchi and Mr. Yosha in that process. Um, so that's basically it. That's how the architecture developed project. And also this is I just go through the wireframe and the mockup designed to just to give a brief idea about what's happening in the Bangladesh. So so that's it. And also I actually like to mention the team that worked for this Bangladesh project. Uh, I work as the project manager for this project, and also the Kanchani was the one who's assisting me and assisting the developers too, and also helping in the designing, helping to the designer too. And also, Dirshan, at first he started on the back end the development along with Heshan. And also for this sprint, we got Avishka to develop the backend. And also, this mockup was done by Divisha. And also for certain backend issues, we had to get help from Lasika. And also for the front end and the UI designing, we had to get assistant from Prabhat and Tirina too. And I would like to thank all of them before I wind up this demonstration. Thank you.
Right. So, very good presentation, Pinipa. Now, Kanchani, in the following week, just schedule me a meeting where I want you all to be more effective on your convincing angle on a presentation. Now, in this presentation, the idea is to motivate the others to innovate such great products and ideas, right? Innovate on them. So when we start, so this is because y'all are more technical on the presentation. When we do Pinipa now, technical terms, and because we all are very technical, we understand the technical terms. But here, let's try to get into more business aspect of it. Why did Bangalore's owner came up with that idea? How did we engage and how did we improve the idea? Okay, so that's a skill we develop for our sales angle also. So that's very good skill to develop. We all know how to architect the product, but how did we came up with the idea? What was the business idea? And how did we optimize it, and how did we change it to according to our skill set? Okay, likewise, what are the technologies we are using? So that will inspire the new project owners or even the team inside us, right? They will be knowing, all right, they are doing it in Node.js. Okay, let's say we are doing the next project in Next.js or something. So then they'll get inspired and they'll also continue to build on more stuff. So that one I'll train the PM teams for, presenting into more convincing angle. Kanchani, just remind me on that next week.
Sure.
So, but overall, very good, Pinipa. You are improving after engaging with Adrian, I guess. But very good, very good improvement on your skills. Like I always told, y'all are not project manager. Even though I call y'all project managers, y'all are all the PM roles in our organization is all product managers, right? You all know when an idea comes into practice, can we build this? If you have to build this, what is the skill set we need? Whom should we use? And plan it from top to bottom. So we are the product managers. So it's a skill that is very highly in demand. So that's something we all have to. So in that, the convincing, the presentation angles are also there because you are directly engaging with the customer. So very good on that. And you have to improve more on when you're talking into a small short presentation. Let's try to bring up those business ideas also, right? Okay, that's good. Continue. Right? We'll continue.
So the next presentation will be about our latest solution for tourism industry, and I'll begin the presentation, and next Pirusha will continue. So after the COVID, since Sri Lanka is growing the tourism industry day by day, we thought of coming up a solution for the travel agencies for helping their services, helping their improve services, and also offer some more functionalities and to help them out and save their money. So by signing up with our product, we can streamline the services they receive, making them quicker and more efficient. So to initiate the project, we were able to come up with the homepage design for our new product. So Irusha, now can you please share your screen and show us the our brand new product homepage mockup design and explain its functionality?
Sure, Kanchan. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
This is the traveling website. It's designed by Oshadi. On the navigation drawer has included content such home packages, destination, flash deals, about us, contact, and USD select currency section. And also it's included search bar. Using this section, this search section, user can search in the keywords, destination, and durations. This is the flash deal section. Carousel for showcasing the latest offers. By clicking on the offer card can redirect to the flash deal list page. In this section, showing the popular tours, by clicking on the card, user can redirect to the package list pages. This is the About Us section. It's showing the brief description about company and read more button to redirect to the About Us in a page. This is the About Us services section. It's services showing as icons. This is the top destination section. List down most popular 6 destinations and link to view all destinations. By clicking on the card, it's redirect to the destination list page. Review section show as the featured testimonial. And also this is the newsletter section. It has included email subscription feature. This is the footer of the website. It's divided need help, companies, support, and settings section. And also it's included social media links. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Risha. So, if I'm to mention about the booking process of this new website, we will follow the same booking process as our current bungalows project, where at first the customer will submit an inquiry about a package or tour. Then the admin will be checking the availability and send a booking link so the customer can make the payment. So that's how we thought of our new product for the tourism industry. Also, we hope that this product will be a great success in the tourism industry and profitable for our clients as well as our company.
Yeah, on this, so good points on understanding the components and recognizing the components that to be built. Now, I think that the next level would be Kanchani going into detail wireframing of the backend first. Let's not go into the front end wireframing first. Go to the backend, identify what are the components that we are going to build, and what are the attributes that needed to be added, etc. Then also just plan a mobile app also. So I just want like this to be coupled with mobile app, so that whenever the travel agency that wants to use this application, they get out of the box a mobile app also, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So let's try it out. Let's not make it big as bungalows because it's a product that we at restaurant. Let's put the primary important sections first, build it, put the first cut, then gradually build the product. Okay.
Okay, so sure.
So whatever the internal projects, I'm actually bringing these to get you all room for different industries. Okay, and show them it's almost similar. The backends are almost similar in each and every application. So you all just have to think on the business terms only. When it comes to the designing architecture in the backend, it's very simple actually. Once you have done one or two big projects, it's very easy to construct the other ones. But the difficult part is understanding the business scenario. Okay. So now slowly, now as I told, everyone in the organization in Arc Labs has to, in ArcMage also, have to be really good businessmen. I mean, when we come up with an idea, you should be in your head. The full product should be like you should be able to dream about the product. Okay, this is what the client wants. Today we got the Lionel Went solution continuing. So I will also give you. Now you can take it as like a drama or a theater, mini theater kind of a product continue, where we can reuse it for other stuff also, other places also. Okay.
Okay.
Likewise, let's brainstorm one or two. We don't have to build everything. At least we'll come up with the sketch for the product for each and keep it. And when we have a actual project coming in, we can couple it and build it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So this one, let's build it and finish. Now I think it will take another sprint to define the whole full set of components and design the backend, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
So I think you can take the next sprint for understanding, designing, and coming up with the wireframe. Then maybe in the following sprint, you can put it to production. Okay.
Okay.
Now, one or two big projects you all can take time, but the small project that I give you for proposal creation, like the ones I give, the small ones, the college one, and those I need to be built within a day. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
Good.
next is the mobile app development team. Will present how they build the ArcMage app. So Tarushi, here's your turn. Can you please present us how you build the ArcMage app?
Yeah, sure, actually. My team has almost launched their ArcMage mobile app, and they'll utilize Flutter, and it looks even better now. Chandu, could you please provide us with a brief description of the completed app?
Sure, Tarshi, thank you. Good evening, team. Let me share my screen. I want to share some highlights and learning from the recent development of ArcMage using Flutter. During the project, we have learned world of custom widgets and development to create complex mobile application UIs. And one of the major accomplishment was mastering the API handling, and we successfully implement the necessary logics to retrieve data from external sources and simply display the app. This allows users with real-time information and ensure the dynamic user experience. So, furthermore, we have faced some challenges to submitting data to the API endpoints, and as a team, we successfully complete those challenges. Now we are able to capture user inputs and validate those data and transfer to the server. Additionally, we implement file upload function, and we use some new Flutter packages. As example, file picker and file uploader that help users to pick files from their internal storage from the phone. While developing the Ashmeg app, we follow Flutter architecture, which based on the component-based architecture that allow users to reusable component. Unfortunately, in this project, we can't use that architecture because this is one of my first project as a Flutter developer. So while the developing, I understand we have to use those architectures because uh, that will give really smooth and uh, smooth outputs for the project. So in the conclusions, our journey through the development of the Ashmet app using Flutter is I think successful, and we successfully mastered the custom widgets and API calling and implement file submission and upload files. I hope the Ashmet mobile app will we can launch in near future to the Google Play Store. Until then, I am happy to work through the. I'm happy to take a tour with take tour the app. So this is our homepage in that. So you can see it's similar to the our web application currently on live. So I previously talked about the API call. So this is one of them. So this will and this is the home page and also the about us page. So while developing, this is one of the pages that will be face some serious challenges to achieve UI design. So it is a bit complex design. So, but as a team, we successfully achieved that design. You can see it's a really long page. And this is our team section is also API code. So, this is the Arch page, and also this is one of this page is this page have some serious challenges. We have faced serious challenges. So also this our team section have a filter. So we can choose like the technologies. So you can filter the team. This if we select all, we can see our whole team. So you can scroll down, and if you select something else, as example, if you select renew, so there's no candidate, so it's all there. If you select, and this is our blog section. This is also a API. So you can scroll down for the blog page and read that also. So I call file submission function. So this is the file submission API. So you can input as a user, you can input name and choose your CV from your internet storage and accept and submit. So and high resources section is a form. So this is also API. You can fill out all the forms and submit the form. So and the career switch page. So for the career switch page, it is also similar to the web app. And the switch to careers is also API for, and in here also we have file upload function. And the success stories also API call. So you can see also similar to the web application. And the blog page also you can see all the blog posts from the web application. This is also API call. If you use more articles, you can load more articles from the API. For the content, this is also API call. You can contact us from filling through the form and submit the button, send the button, click send the button. And yeah, that's it for the Ask Me Chat. And finally, I want to express my gratitude to the entire team for their hard work and dedication through this project. And we achieved some remarkable milestones, and sometimes we fail as a team, but we complete we complete those challenges and finally successfully complete the project. So thank you. That's it.
Right. That's good. Good presentation. Tarshi, you have anything else to add on? Or
No, sir.
right. So that's good. I think the app is almost there, I guess.
Yes.
So we just try to finish up whatever the finishing touches, and let's push it live. Okay, and we'll go to the next project.
Sure, sir.
Okay, good work on all three of you.
Thank you, sir.
So next is to check our team members' status along with their opinions about the sprint. So I'll share the trailer about you. So as for me, during the sprint, I was able to learn more advanced features in Oxer and was able to test and create some reusable wireframing components such as top navbar, site navbar, user manager, etc. So things I prefer to be changed rather than using outdated backend templates, come up with some more creative backend templates and functionalities. So action needed items are utilize project managers' timing more efficiently and tracking their work as well. So next, Pinipa, according to you, which things went smoothly in the sprint and which didn't? What did you learn during the sprint?
For me, Hello.
Yes, Vinpa, go.
For me, on my side, I was able to send all the wireframe updates to clients in the sprint, and also I got to know about the reusable components of the Oxer. What need to change is that we as a team have to be more keen on the code reviews and the QA process in the next sprints. So while we are making the task breakdown for the next sprint, we'll have to allocate more time to the code reviews and the QA too. That's all. Thank you.
So, just a quick one, on a scale of 1 to 10, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint?
Again a 6.
Okay, thank you. So next, Irisha, what did you do well in this sprint? What did you learn? And do you have any questions regarding this sprint?
I learned more about new methods of front-end QA and get more knowledge regarding the mobile version QA on DWA project. That's all, Kanchan.
Okay, so as for you, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's challenging for
So next, Tarushi, what were the things went smoothly and if there anything did go wrong that caught off your guard?
Which went well was that we were able to complete almost all the tasks as a team. We communicated effectively, and that enabling us to handle most of the tasks efficiently. What needs to change is that dependency. That's all.
So, okay, so the same question. How energized do you feel going to the next sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10, my energy level is going into next sprint is 10 out of 10.
Okay, great. Thank you. So next, Prabhat, can you please tell us your opinion about this sprint?
Yes, actually, in this sprint, the DWS project went well. So I learned some couple of new components such as gallery component and the model component edit and all. So the Avishka helps me to learn all those component related things, and also Srirosha helps me to develop those things. I had to work some extra hours to complete those QA tasks because allocated time was not enough for me to complete those tasks. That's it for me.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint?
I can give 10 out of 10, actually.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next, Dilshan, what worked perfectly in this sprint and what was unexpected?
This sprint I was able to dynamic more grant pages in Bangalore's website. Need to change is my biggest mistake is that I take more time to complete the task than I estimate. Now I am working on it and I am sure it will be fixed in the next sprint.
Okay, so the same question. How energized do you feel going to the next sprint?
8 out of 10, Gaju.
Next, Lasika, how well went this sprint? Were there any issue during the sprint?
For me, I learned about new components, new things. I have learned that inline templates. Since I didn't have a chance to use it, but I think it will be very useful. And for need to change, I don't have any comments on that, but I have a question to ask. Is there is a way to inform that we have assigned to a task or like an email or something like in Jira? So it will be more easy because sometimes we are working on different projects. We forget that we have assigned to a task. So if we assign to child task, we forget that. So that's the question I have asked. So that's all.
Yeah, on the Jira, I think it's already notify you when we add a new task, mentioning your label, since you are using
No, I think it's not going because of
Same.
all they are using one, so that's why. But I think everybody has to log into their dashboard and check their task list and get the PM also if it's a new task added to Kanchani, get them to brief the dates.
Yeah, sure. So, Lasika, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
On the scale of 1 to 10, about 9, I go.
Thank you. So, next, Avishka, which things went smoothly in this sprint and which was unexpected?
Thank you, Kanchi. In this sprint, I was able to learn about that inline templating and how to add inline templates to your components. So it will be much easier to modify and find bugs in the code with this inline template thing. And also, I was able to customize that the pre-built calendar component by Mr. Nirosh and Prashant to 4 different use cases. And to in this sprint, I think we need to define because I was coming from another project, and I think in the beginning of the project, if it is better if we define the buttons and such how to be like because we are all using them in the project throughout the project. So if we can define them and to the design, it will be easier to use them without adding additional padding. So like that, if in this project I found that in different pages, different styles as used to the button, so it is a bit hard to use it that without adding additional CSS to them. And for discussion, I suggest that if we can modify current components, reusable components by, because, for example, we use several summer nodes and then that the exporting component also. So if we can simplify the using them by adding a comment to the component, how to use them and what are the dependencies which we are using that when we use that component we need, like that it will be much easier to reuse them. Yeah, that all that's the things I need to
Yeah, that's a good idea, Kanchani. In our next sprint, can you make sure somebody get all our reusable components into one GitHub repo, and let's one by one document each component so that a newcomer would easily know how to use the component. Okay. Just keep it written.
Yeah.
In the next sprint, let's assign it to somebody. Okay.
Sure. So, Avishka, on a scale of 1 to 10, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint?
For me, this sprint was a bit stressful because the allocated time was not enough for me to complete it, because so I have to work over time to meet the deadline. So I'm going to date this sprint at 7.
Thank you. So, next, Chanidu, can you please let us know how do you feel this sprint?
It's Kanchana. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you go?
In the sprint, I learned a lot about mobile architecture, and reusable components, and I mastered the API course. I think I'm confident with the API course, and I think I have knowledge to use reusable components in future projects. So I think I need to be changed my time management. So I took more time than I estimated time. Yes,
So, how energized do you feel going to the next sprint?
so in 1 to 10, so 9.
Okay. So next, Ravindu, according to you, what did you do well in this sprint, and what are the problems came up more often?
In this sprint, I learned more about UI and design and API calls, and I need to change. I think I'm the issue in the while making app. I will take a long time to fix it, and I must learn to how to go post API in the app. Time management, I will. Hello.
Yeah, go.
Yes, no.
Sorry, I didn't hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
I must learn. Hello.
Yeah, Ravindu.
I must learn about post API, how to use in the app, manage my time, manage. That's it.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint?
Enough weight.
Okay, thank you. Next, Benusha, which things went smoothly in this sprint and which did not?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Benusha.
I was able to complete all the bungalows with mock-up designs in this sprint, and I delivered it to the PM, and she sent it to Mr. Adrian, and today we received feedback from him. And I have already done mobile previews for it, and I need to change, and I need to fix my time management issue. It took more than the time I expected it to be.
Okay, Benusha. So,
That's all.
okay, so how energized do you feel going into the next sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
I got 10 out of 10.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next,
Thank you.
Bahir, how's your first sprint? Did you learn something new in this sprint?
It's Kanjan. So as a newcomer, I learned a lot of things in UX techniques and a lot of fixes. I have to done padding issues and prototype things. I also learned that I have to improve myself a lot to fit to the team and work more efficient.
So how about you? How do you feel going into the next sprint on a scale energized, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I feel 10 out of 10.
Okay, great. Next, Ashadi, can you please tell us the opinion about your first sprint? Do you have any issues or what other things went well?
Yes, I'm done bank website and travel website. I learned a lot of UI UX design techniques. I try to fix my padding issues.
So How energized do you feel going into the next sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
I got 10 after.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Helena, what are the things went well during this sprint?
I am almost finished 3 projects, Dot, Bootstrap, HTML, CSS, and currently do fourth project. I need to change time management and I have to learn Sales.js.
Okay. So the same question on a scale of 1 to 10, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint?
8.
Okay. Thank you. Next, Lakshita, what did you? Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening. What did you do well in this sprint? Did you learn something new?
Yes, of course. I have gained more experience about how manage the situations in Bootstrap and get more advanced knowledge about how completed the task and other things.
Okay, so how energized do you feel going into the next sprint on a scale of
10 out, 8 out of 10.
Okay, thank you. Next, Noam, how do you do this sprint? What went smoothly and did you learn something new?
Yeah, Kanchana. So in this sprint, I've learned to build Bootstrap sites using SaaS. So using SaaS, it was easy to customize and enhance the Bootstrap ready-made styles and components. So and I've learned and started using a little bit of CSS to build the Hype project. And I want to mention that the last project, the Hype K one, it took more time than expected and given to build. Due to not defining the margins, writing things for each sections, containers, columns, at first for the project. So hope to overcome that by defining them first while looking the mock from the next project. So and when it comes to the Hype project again, I've sent the project to Tarushi by filling the dev QA sheet, and she has mentioned and highlighted some fixes need to be done. So now I'm working on fixing that issues and try to complete on that. So that's all.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how energized do you feel going into the next sprint?
Surely it will be 10 for me.
Yeah, great. Okay, thank you, everyone. Shanala, are you there? I think she's not here, and also accessory.
I think Shanala is not there.
Yeah. Also, accessory is not there, right? Okay, so that's all about team members' statuses about this sprint, and I forgot to ask PM to present their achievements during the sprint. Shall I ask them to present it now, Mr. Ramesh?
Hello.
So I forgot to ask our PMs to show the achievements during this sprint. If we paused, shall I ask them to present it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Pinika, can you present us your achievement post for this sprint?
Constantly it needs few upgrades to the design. Still I have to show it.
Sorry? I didn't hear
Oh,
you. Oh, she didn't send you that?
Yeah, she sent it to me, but it needs some few upgrades to it.
Okay, so what about Irusha? Can you show us your achievement post?
Actually, it's not complete.
So Tarushi, how about you?
Yeah, continue. I understand. Can you share my screen? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Here the works I suggested create and here design all these three. And here's the calls announcing the launch of the ArcMage app, ArcMage mobile app. And here's a banking website created by Oshidi, which is a fresher with exceptional design creativity. Lastly, here's the pouch showcasing the restaurant site designed by Lahiru. Despite being a fresher, Lahiru preserved ability team like some to some level here can think like a high-end designer and has a pretty. So that's it.
Yeah, on these things, Kanchani, if we can come kind of like a template stuff, like a mechanism, so that it's easy for these guys to compile it, no?
Yeah, I'll tell you
Rather
the notion and come up with that idea.
Yeah, like maybe 2-3 different types of templates.
Yeah.
Otherwise, y'all have to reinvent a design every time. No? So we can get 3 fixed design type templates and then fill it with whatever the content. So Tarushi's one, just go through them, and others also have to send it. And just as I told, let's schedule it for the next 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay, so sure. So that's all about for the sprint. So do you have any closing comments?
No, I think we are getting better with the sprints and the retrospect is becoming better. I just need this to be limited for 1.5 hours. That's something we need to work on.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it will be too long for everybody. Let's try to compact it, and maybe we can take the presentations out of retrospect and take it to a different date or something, Kanchan?
Yeah, I think it would be fine because it takes more time to do the presentations.
Yeah. But again, sometimes like the presentation what Kanidu did will give us a kind of understanding of the project also.
Yeah.
So perhaps we might have to come up with a kind of a different, if it's like a presentation for reusable components and etc., or maybe knowledge based something, we can take it to a different way. And project based ones, keep it as it is. Yeah, we'll brainstorm on that and let's try to reduce it to 1.5 hours. Okay.
Okay, so sure.
Right. But overall, thank you very much, and let's try to make our next sprint better.
Okay, so sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And make sure on the next sprint review, sprint planning, that everybody give more special attention for whatever the task they are committing on, that they can complete it within that sprint.
Okay, so sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.